First, let's be honest with ourselves. When was the last time you went to the shop? Did you have to haggle just to get the price down? You head to the supermarket with cash in hand and came back with stress in your mind. Just think about travel costs, food, bills, and still your salary isn't enough. Imagine your partner is demanding some money. Remember, love needs to be sweet, but at the end of the day, it ends up being bitter. Think about the cost of healthcare. Now, after thinking about those, now dear one, you are saying life is hard, right? But then you have come to the right place. Yes, we say life is hard, it's true, it's okay, and we point fingers at the cost increasing, we point fingers at the government, we point fingers at our family background, right? Before saying life is hard, try to check out these 6 questions and try to change your mindset. The first question, what state is your mind in? There are people who are believing that if you are born poor, you will not make it, right? But here is the thing. Imagine a secondary education dropout owning a chain of shops. Imagine a person who left school at 12 owning a factory. And imagine I who owns a bachelor degree waiting to be a marketing manager in somebody's company. Let me tell you, a weak mindset is like a filter. It makes you see the world through a narrow lens. You start choosing what to focus on, you start interpreting events, and ultimately you create your own conclusion. And that conclusion is life is hard. In short, a fixed mindset makes you blame things and people. Phrases like life is hard because of the government, life is hard because of my family was meant to be poor, life is hard because I didn't get a proper education become your motto. The second question, financial management. Do you actually know how to manage your finance? Spending money isn't a sin, right? There is a saying, make money work for you. But think about spending money and you do not remember what you bought last month or what you did with your last paycheck. Imagine spending what you have just to impress people, attending every event, buying every new phone brand, spending to bail out your friends, impulse buying triggered by Instagram, upgrading your lifestyle the moment you are raised in terms of salary, or gambling win. At the end of the day, you don't have any amount of money for emergency saving. Emergency saving for medical bills, for job loss, for business collapse, or sometimes helping with family crisis. Believe me, dear one, when you have money, when you raise in terms of salary, you need to know how to manage your finance. If you don't, even small problems will become bigger. At last, you will end up saying life is hard. Third question, work performance. How do you work? If life is hard, let's ask ourselves, what is our delivery like? How is our work ethic? When we say life is hard, it means we are stuck, right? We are tired to do more than what we are doing, right? We are working but not seeing results, right? But to tell you the truth, burning out does not come from how much you work. It comes from how you work. I know that's a bit confusing, right? So let me break it down for you. Life being hard isn't about a job itself having no outcome. It's about the way you do it. Imagine you have no discipline at your work. Imagine you work sloppily, no creativity, no effort, just to get it done. At the end of the day, the results aren't good, right? If you're a business person, your customers start nudging each other. They say, this guy's work isn't really good. We should shift to another person. At the end of the day, you get fewer customers, income drops, finally life becomes hard. Now, scenario number 2. Imagine you have been summoned for a work and you say, I can, just because you got savings in your pocket. Scenario number 3. Imagine you don't work as the world moving. You are stuck in 18th century, but everyone else is in 21st century. I'm telling you, with that attitude, life will always be hard. The fourth question to ask yourself, what status are your relationships in? I'm not only talking about love or marriage relationships. Hold the horse. I'm talking about connections. Most of us look at who we know, but not what they know. Many of us say people are really well. Yes, I accept. It's okay to have all sorts of people around you. But the question is, are your connections beneficial? Or are the people surrounding you having the same problem as yours? And sometimes all thinking the same thought. Trust me, dear one, the idea of connection is an alternative way to getting a new opportunity. A way that permits, a way that finds you customers, a way that finds you new job, and sometimes beneficial one. Generally, is the way that makes you move forward. So if you sit with your granny, your grandpa, just as a connection, we need to talk here. Okay, let's talk about having having friends surrounding you. The friends you have, they lament just as you do. So having such friends will make you lag behind always, and you will keep complaining about the hardship of the life. You do not need to know many people. What you need is to have few people but potential. The fifth question, and this is interesting, how do you choose the leader? Yes, let's be honest here. Politics have got a huge impact on our lives. Let's sit calmly. We do not need to start arguing. Anyways, let's look at how we vote the leaders and how it impacts impacts our lives. When you tick that little box, voting a leader, remember the following. The leader you choose is the one who will decide where the country fund will be spent. They are the ones who are deciding where the taxes go. At the same time, they are the ones who give priority on different projects. The leader you choose now is the one who is going to make a law which will favor the poor and the rich, but also is the one who is going to welcome the investments. So when you tick that little box, you are ticking on the leader who is going to manage the public funds. If you tick badly just by being bribed, that's where the problem comes. This is where you pay high taxes, loads of deductions, but fewer services. The cost of living soars. That's what we call inflation. On the same time, fewer jobs. And the ones available go to those with connections and bribes. What is the main point here? Before saying life is hard, remember who you put on power, whether you voted willingly or just by being bribed or influenced. But another thing, do you bother yourself to go and vote the leader, or when the election comes, you keep yourself inside and wait for the results? Question number 6 that we need to ask ourselves: what is the relationship between us and whoever we worship? I don't want to be so specific here. You know exactly what you worship. But the question here is, are you close to the one you worship? Anyways, saying life is hard isn't a sin, right? Here the issue isn't the words themselves, it's the power inside the words. Let's be honest, dear one. When you complain that life is hard, you might actually mean God isn't being fair to you. God has forgotten you. That means most of us do believe when life gets hard, God has abandoned us, right? But on the same time, that's when we remember Him. That's when we remember to mention Him. When life is easy, when life is successful, then we forget about Him, right? Now, before saying life is hard, let's ask ourselves, what have I done for the one I worship? How strong my faith is towards the one I worship? Is it genuine or just a show off? Conclusively, before saying life is hard, try to ask yourself those 6 questions. If you enjoyed this video, be the first to subscribe, be the first to press the bell icon for receiving a notification on the new videos. You can like the video, you can share the video, but also you can leave a comment on the comment section. Thank you for being with me.